The issue is understanding theological matters well, truly grasping and substantiating the content. Nowadays, unfortunately, not everyone who claims to be from al-Sunnah truly is. In fact, the majority aren't. Right now, among those who claim to be al-Sunnah, there are too many contradictions. Even Wahhabis parade as the main representatives of Sunnism. At least the Shia don't make that claim. Thankfully, we're spared from that confusion. They don't call themselves Ahl al-Sunnah unless they're lying through taqiyya. But generally, their sects, doctrines, even their states don't use the term al-Sunnah. And that's actually good for us, because then it's clear who's who. But Wahhabis, Salafis, Reformists, they're all the same problem. Then come the literalists who reject the Sunnah as proof, like Khalid Saidemi in the Diyanet. He's even listed among the top 15. Ask him. He'll say he's Sunni, he's al-Sunnah. Well, if he's got that position, then label him properly. What is he? He's got a Salafi Wahhabi mindset. He calls everything shirk, so absolutely everything. But even he can't be a real Salafi or Wahhabi because they still believe in Isa, the Quran, and authentic hadiths. He doubts even the mutawatir narrations. 4 verses about Isa, yet he says he's still unsure. He says it openly. He interprets 4 verses on his own terms. He says there are so many hadiths even in Sahih, but then doesn't call most of them Sahih himself. He downplays them, says there are 1,000 or 2,000 as if he's selling melon. That's not scholarship. 1,000 and 2,000 are worlds apart. If there are 2,000, that means there are 1,000 additional hadiths. If you accept them as Sahih, then they bind you. He waters everything down. Another one, also famous, sometimes even addresses me directly, sits on the High Council of Religious Affairs. He says 25,000. The first one says 1,000 to 2,000. This one says 25,000. No real knowledge there. Pure nonsense. He says there's no qada prayer. No need to make it up, he claims. That's pure Wahhabi thought. But you can't even call him Wahhabi because at least Wahhabis stand on Quran and Hadith, though they interpret wrongly. If a Wahhabi scholar hears an authentic Hadith, he pauses. At least a learned one does. A street Wahhabi doesn't. He's just a militant. But if he's a real scholar, like the Imams of Mecca, and you bring strong evidence, you can silence him. I've done that with a few. They were real scholars from Saudi. You can't deal with the ignorant ones. That's why today simply saying I'm al-Sunnah doesn't make you one. First, you must learn what al-Sunnah truly is, its contents, doctrines, and scope. Only then will you have the standard, the measure. Then you can measure anyone's speech, writings, and teachings against it. Accept what fits, reject what doesn't. That's how you'll know who truly speaks according to al-Sunnah and who doesn't. If you don't have that measure, then be very selective, extremely cautious. When you're convinced with proof about who truly represents al-Sunnah, then consult your heart. Ask yourself, where does your heart find peace? The heart perceives truth. If your heart truly seeks truth, sincerely yearning for divine guidance, then pray, "O Rab, guide me to someone, a book, a scholar, a lesson that leads me to the truth." Whoever sincerely asks this, Allah makes them find it. Then the heart settles in peace. But if you just wander around the internet looking for who entertains or moves you emotionally, you'll never gain true theological knowledge.